Welcome back, everyone. Second video in the Barbell Built Body YouTube channel series. Today we're going to be talking about the pectoralis major, understanding the joint actions and the range of motion it works through in order to tailor exercise variations for training it. Now, pectoralis major has a huge origin, which runs medial half of the clavicle, the sternum, and the cartilage of the first 6 ribs, and inserts all the fibers, so the fibers run different directions, converge, and insert on the crest of the greater tubercle of the humerus, which is going to be under the deltoid, somewhere right in here on the arm. Now, based on that large origin, we're going to have many different joint actions about the shoulder. Now, let's get this right. The pec produces action at the shoulder. It doesn't matter what the hands do. Yes, where the hands are, what the exercise is, and where the line of force of action is will change the torque at the shoulder, but the pec only produces movement at the shoulder. So that's where we're going to be focusing on when we're looking at range of motion joint action. So first thing it does is it flexes the shoulder, it extends the shoulder, it horizontally adducts, and it also adducts, brings the arm close to the midline, and it internally rotates the glenohumeral joint. I'm kind of exaggerating there, but you get the point. So now that we understand joint actions, so the pec is involved in almost any movement, bringing the arms down and in front of the body. Up, from the bottom up, anywhere here, right? So coming, pec's involved. Now, based on that, it's got a huge range of motion that it works through, and it produces many different joint actions, as we just said. Now, how to translate that into targeting variations. If you're training chest, it's chest day. You're hitting bench, of course, everyone is, right? Or some sort of heavy incline. So you do your bench, your flat bench, you go here to here. So what's the movement? Movement at the shoulder is going on. We have flexion and horizontal adduction. So kind of 2 movements, right? That's the range of motion. If I do a bunch of different variations of incline now, yes, it's going to change slightly the loading and the recruitment, whatever, but the movement pattern itself is very similar. It's going to work the joint through a similar range of motion. So if you look at that, so now we know, okay, here to here, well, I want to train the pec, and I want to do a variation that's totally different. Well, then I'm not going to keep hitting a bunch of different incline variations. I'm going to do something that works the joint, that still trains the pec, based on the joint actions we just talked about, and works it through a totally different range of motion, though. So maybe I do cable flies, right? So look at, well, oh shoot, the humerus is abducted above the head, but we're bringing it down and in front of the body, right? So we're coming down. Is the pec involved? Absolutely. Is that a totally different range of motion that we're working than what we did for the bench? Yes. So this is what you need to look at. You need to look at what's going on the shoulder joint, and then that can tailor your exercise variations based on what you want to do. So you're not doing basically the same movement in a slightly variation. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but if you're looking for variations that are wildly different but are still targeting that muscle, keep this in mind. I hope this is helpful. Got more stuff coming in 2 weeks. Once again, I'm keeping the topic secret, but it's going to be good. All right, thanks for joining. Talk to you guys soon.